Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's DUBKDAD. Oh man, trying to crank out the videos. I recorded a couple videos this week, but they're just not up to standard. It's just I've been doing this since '09, guys, and it's just difficult to put up content that I could be proud of. I mean, the evolutions of this game sometimes is just like, man, this shit is stale, it's boring, it's repetitive. I'm trying to branch two areas, competitive and casual. And competitive is easy. You just pick a deck that's good and expensive and you play it. Casual, I mean, for me, if I'm playing a casual deck, I don't want to get blown out versus a meta deck. That's not the point. I want to be able to have a fighting chance. I know I'm not going to win, but I don't want it to be a 2-0. I want it to be, a 2-1 grind fest, or me being able to compete or possibly even win. But herein lies the problem. A lot of the decks that I've been messing with, a lot of the decks that are considered casual but halfway decent, normal summons. And yes, Yu-Gi-Oh's got to the point where normal summons are like the most important thing. And if your deck has too many of them, you can't play competitively. If you don't have enough, there's certain cards that blow you out simply because you don't normal summon your deck at all. And that's the thing with psychics. There are way too many normal summons in that deck. Fire Fist, yeah, they have normal summons, but you think about it. In the most popular incarnation of Fire Fist, you have the 2-card card, 3 Bear, Gorilla, 3 Wolf Bark. So that's 3, 6, 7, then 8, 9. 9 normal summons. Then any number of Veilers and other things. But see, the thing is, you want your normal summons to be meaningful, meaning when you use your one normal summon for the turn, it has to have a powerful effect on the game state. There are no cards in the Psychic deck that when they hit the board, that you can summon from your hand that says, answer me or I'm going to plus all in your face. And that's the problem with plants as well. There's the only card that could potentially be detrimental to your opponent is Debris Dragon. Potentially Lone Fire, but Lone Fire is only as good as the targets he can fetch that are left in the deck. And then once you go through the Lone Fire, generally, he's pretty much a one-shot pony, depending on the deck. Of course, there's Sylvans, and Sylvans can do things. But as Sylvans are constructed right now, it's another deck with too many normal summons. You got to do too much to get too little. You got to get field spells and set things up, then stack things, and then find a way to mill things, and hope your opponent has an MST, the field spell, or hope they don't cardinal back all your shit in the graveyard. Or there's just too many things that can go wrong. Too much effort for not enough payout. If I'm going to go through all the effort to set up the top cards in my deck the way I want to, and put these bad cards in my deck that I could potentially draw, because let's face it, some of the Sylvans are really bad to draw. The dude that excavates 5 cards, amazing effect because he excavates 5 cards, but you got to set it. And everybody's familiar with Gear Gears. If you go second with Gear Gear, it's like you're going fourth, and what that means is your opponent goes first, sets up the board, you set armor, meaning you can't make any plays. Then they go do something. Then finally, on the 4th turn of the game, you can finally play Yu-Gi-Oh! At least you get a guaranteed plus if you resolve armor, but with the dude that flips and excavates 5, there's no guaranteed plus unless you stacked your deck. But again, it's too much effort. So I'm trying to find a mix of cards that are cohesive, is not so normal summon dependent, and at the same time, the normal summons that it do make have an impact on the game, has an immediate impact, can either net me advantage or put tremendous amount of pressure on my opponent. We're talking 1 card Exceed, 1 card Synchros, 1 card +1s, you know what I mean? simple as summoning a gear frame or summoning a volcanic rocket or firestorm guards. These are the kind of things I'm looking at. And right now, it's like, if I want to do that, I might as well play Fire Fist, because they do all those things better. But I want to play a casual deck, for fun, and then make that casual deck, somewhat competitive. Meaning, I don't want to play Fire Fist. Played Fire Fist in the past, played Gear Gears in the past. Do not like either deck. They are good decks, but I do not like them. Same with Spellbooks. You guys know I play Spellbooks. Do not like that deck. I got my Hieratic Rulers. It's still together. I like that deck just because I like dragons. But, plants is my first love. Right now, there's just not enough. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. The problem with plants, if you play the princess control deck, is drawing the princesses. And people say, well, just run trade-in. Well, yeah. You run MST, but then your opponent still has a floodgate, and you can't get rid of it. I draw trade-in with no princess with no princess in sight, or I have the princess with no trade-in, and they're just 2 dead cards until I get the other card, and that's poor deck construction. You don't build your deck based around, if I draw this card, I can use it with this other card that I might draw. That's poor deck construction. You have to. Your cards have to synergize with the other. Your cards should tutor options for you, not hope, that this happens. Well, that's all I have for now. I'll try to keep you guys updated with what I come up with. I might be revisiting some older strategies and see if I can tweak them and make them work for this meta. No offense, I haven't been to locals in over a month or like 2 months now. The newest cards I have is Ghost Trick Alucard, Felgran, and Dragard. I think those are the 3 newest cards I have. I don't have anything from this new set. I haven't felt the need. There's nothing that grabs me. I've got my invite to Nats. There's no regionals in my area until April. So my incentive to play in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very, very low. I'm missing my team so bad because I don't have the playtest partners that I'd like. There's a lot of cool people here in Phoenix, but meeting up with them is proven to be such a very big challenge. So I don't know. But I'm gonna try to keep this promise to you guys. I am gonna keep putting up content. I'm gonna try to stick to that Monday, Friday schedule. Just bear with me because my heart's not going to completely be in it. As much as I love the game, I don't like where it is right now. I do not like Archetypes. 2 years ago, I made a video called Yu-Gi-Oh! A Game of Archetypes, and people were bashing me, and look where we are now. All the successful decks in the past few formats have been Archetype based. Gone are the days of Synchrocentric or Chaos Return, Dark Arm Return, where you take a bunch of loosely related cards, put them together, and make something beautiful. Now they put out a set that has all the cards, and all the cards say, run me in 3, put me this. We all have the same name, put us together, figure out which ones of us we should use, and then run us. And that's a shitty way to play a card game. In rant, DUBKDADONE, I'm out.